Hello, my friends. It's me, Karen Valentine, and we are back to work. Back to working on this puppy. So, hopefully, I now have, I don't know, seems like I'm having a lot of camera issues, but we'll just keep powering through. I'm going to start looking into some other, maybe some other cameras or some other software or something. I don't know what yet, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. In the meantime, let's keep going. We're going to work on this and then see how far we get on the body. So, yeah, so we could just go. It always seems to take me a second to kind of get my stuff together after it's been a little while since I worked on this. So I pulled out my brown ochre 50% and my brown ochre 10%. I also think I want buff titanium and probably sepia. Sepia. Keep pulling Cassel Earth. No, I want sepia. It's here somewhere. There it is. And anything else? I think that'll work for now. And actually, I'm just looking at this and thinking that I need to change the what I've got showing here. So give me just a second. I kind of wish I had printed out another one that didn't have all these fold lines in it, so I wouldn't be making all this noise. And I wouldn't have crease marks, but I guess it'll be okay. That should be okay. All right, so I want to start by removing some of these lines. I'm pretty sure I can just work with what let's take a little closer look here at this. Because if you recall in the beginning, we had a few issues with I love how I say we and include you guys in my troubles. I had a few issues over here. So let's just do some checking of some stuff. So from this point to this point, that's about right. That's right about where I have this line. So that's good. Then from there to the edge of where the fur is, we're still good. Okay, so this is all going to kind of be here, and then from kind of that center point to where the fur is, well, we're pretty good there too. So now the question is from the eye to where the ear is. Yeah, it's going to be fine. Why? What? I can't quite figure out. I think it's because this should come in a little bit and this should come out, but I think I can work with that just by messing with the color pencil. So I think it's going to be okay. Let me decide real quick if I want to add some more dark over here. I think I think that I do, and I think that I better do that now. So, pull out my new oil pastels that I'm loving quite a lot. And I started out putting down just the gray. I don't think I've used the dark gray yet, and I think I want to. So I'm going to start with just some gray. Then the dark gray. And see. These are new to me, so the techniques that I need to use for this, I'm a little still unsure about, but we'll figure it out together. Don't need to go out very far. I just want to make sure that I get some darker tones. Because I know I said I wanted white all around the whole thing, but I think I do want some darker colors next to him as well. So. I can always tell when I forget to put my magnets on my piece of paper because I always seem to move it. Let's do a little bit of this light. It's not light, it's the gray, not the light gray. That's probably fine. And I actually do want to, since I'm on this side, I'm going to go ahead and do it. I actually do want to put some more dark gray down here. Probably going to be out of frame a tiny little bit, but I don't think it's going to be enough to affect what you can tell that I'm doing. Okay, I think that's going to be fine. For what I want to do today. Crash, bang, boom. Okay, what was I? Where was I? All right, so I'm going to take some of the, put some flat ones here instead. I'm going to take some of the sepia, and I'm going to put this in here. I'm not sure. I may not have to erase that line, since this is quite dark. I don't think it'll be an issue, so. Okay, so let's thinking. All right, I'm going to put brown ochre 50%. I can still see that line, and I don't like that line. Hopefully that'll do it. All right, back to the where am I? I'm getting confused now. Again, I've confused myself. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's the white part, and this is this part. So what's the problem? I don't know. I don't know what the problem is. There's not a problem. Just fill some color in here. All right, so I'm just going to put a base coat of color down, kind of blocking this in. We'll build up with other stuff on top of it. Okay. Yeah, this is just bugging me. I think it's, again, still not right. This should probably come down here like this. And then this can flip out. Let's measure that. From this point to where it starts to fluff out. From this point, that's this right here. From this point to where it fluffs out. From this point, yeah. Something's still not right. That's the black, that's the dark. Oh, what am I? You guys must think I'm nuts. Sometimes my brain it just stops working. It's like, what? Sorry, God, that sounds so. All right, never mind. I'm just gonna shut up and try and figure this out. Oops, don't do that. Okay, let's bring that in a little bit. Really light. We're gonna figure this out. So that's this. And then this is this. And this is kind of light. There's a little bit of light right there, and then this comes out. I think I'm going to bring some color in here. Just using what I have on the paper and on my so dumb. So dumb that I can't figure this out. I don't know why this section is so hard for me to see. I just really don't know. Okay, so yeah, don't know. Does that ever happen to you? Am I like this? Am I just being totally stupid and weird? I feel like this should not be happening to me like this. Like, why can I not figure this out? I just don't know. I'm going to add some light right here to try and cover up that, where that blue or gray pastel was. Now, part of the reason I think, now that I'm looking at it, is that this is really dark. Well, you can't see it. Let's see. Yeah. So I chose to put white around my guy, and really there's a lot of dark around this guy instead. So part of the reason is that I'm picturing, I'm looking at this and I'm seeing something completely different. And I have to decide now if that's what I want to do. Do I want to darken up that background? Because it is going to look completely different, which is okay. But may not be what I want now that I'm looking at it a little bit more closely. No, I definitely don't want that stupid harsh line between the colors. Let's do just gray. Let's try and blend a little bit of that. See how I feel then. I kind of had in my, oh, that's so much better. I kind of had in my head that I wanted, you know, him to have white all around him. But as I continued to progress with the piece, it was like, maybe not. Okay, well, that's better. That's better. I'm good with that, because I kind of, when I was doing this, I was kind of thinking that I wanted the darkest parts to be around the outside and some lighter bits on the inside. That looks better, so we'll go with that for now. It's not distracting me as much now. Okay, so where did I put my sepia? Well, that's just, I could have sworn I had it in my hand. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. So maybe what I need to do, instead of working this, maybe I need to work some of this. But no, because I have to get this dark color in here first. Never mind. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to go from here. And I think if I would just get, it doesn't have to, again, remind myself that it doesn't have to look exactly like the reference photo. In this case, because it's not a, I'm not doing a pet portrait. All right, I'm going to go with that for a minute. So let's go back to the brown ochre 50%, right? Yep, 50%. And some 10%. I might want white. And I might want the light flesh 10%. That's not quite it either, but we'll do some of that. Let's do some buff titanium if I can find it. So what happens when you've been using the same color pencils through a whole project and then all of a sudden one disappears? It's like, what? It didn't just pick up and walk away on its own. Seriously. Is it in your hand? Oh my God, it's in my hand. Okay. Buff titanium. It kind of needs to be yellower. But I don't know if I like any of the choices that I have in my hand right now. But then I don't know that I want to introduce another color either. Well, while I'm figuring it out, let's put some of this brown ochre 50% here. We've got a lot of texturizing to do in there. Why I felt like I needed to put those black marks in when I did, I don't know. It's like, really? Did you have to put those in right then? Okay. I'm going to very lightly, it helps if you hold that pencil back, put some of this dark flesh in here. I think I want some of that in here too. Okay, and I might even use it for these little they're hairs, these little tiny ones. Maybe sepia for this. Am I in close enough, you guys? I'm gonna try going in just a little bit closer. And I'll move this over so that you can, oh, not too far over. I think that'll do it. Okay. Then we're going to use the sepia. To do some of these darker hairs. That's what I thought. Sepia. That was dark flesh. It's like, that doesn't look right. I know, how many times am I going to keep doing that? But seriously, look. They're the same size. They're both dark. They're both... That's why I keep doing that. Okay. Find a way to blend this because I don't like the way that looks at all. Oh, this is just wrong. It's just wrong. All right. Here's why it's wrong. Look at that. And then look at that. His head is way too big. So from the corner of his eye to the kind of the end of his head right at that peak. Corner of his eye. Oh gosh darn it. Are you kidding me? It's the same. What am I doing wrong? Wait. Corner of his eye. Yeah, it is. It's too big. Corner of his eye to the point where the fluffy starts. Yeah, see? Woohoo. I was right. Okay. So that's one of the reasons. I was probably right the first time that I did this back in video 1, and I second guessed myself. So all of that has to get dark, and I'm pretty sure if I just put the oil pastel right over the top, I'm pretty sure that it's just going to cover it. So that's what I'm going to do. That is just exactly what I'm going to do right in here. Now, what if I'm wrong and it doesn't cover, and I am going to be so bummed because I'm really happy with the way it's coming out so far, and I don't want to ruin it now. Really, really don't want to ruin it now. Okay, I'm going to back up a little bit with the camera so you guys can see better. Please don't let me mess this up. Maybe not. Maybe not the Q-tip. Maybe my finger. Oh, come on. Okay. I can do this. Just slow down. Take your time, because that now looks like it's supposed to. So if I can just get this to blend and cover the way I want, I'll be happy. What I'm worried about now is that I don't think my pencil will cover over the oil pastel, and the oil pastel is not covering my pencil. Look, it's just rubbing right away. It's just... All right, let's try plan B. Please, God, don't let me mess this up. Plan B is try and remove the colored pencil. Now go in with the oil. Please work. Absolute worst case scenario, I spray it with the fixative and then do a little bit of work on top, because once the fixative is on there, I should be able to add layers and do what I need to do to make it look better. If I can't, come on. Okay, white. I'm determined because I'm really happy with this piece and I do not want it to get messed up from something stupid. There's just some weird stuff that's happening right here where the eraser was. And so now instead of rubbing, I'm going to try dabbing, which is doing some weird things too. And again, if I have to, I will spray fix it. And then go over that one area again. So I think I better stop because it's nothing that I'm doing is fixing that little area. The shape of his head is better now. So I'll continue to work on him. It's very hard for me to leave this, even though I said I was going to leave it alone. It's very hard for me to leave it not fixed. It's very hard. I'm one of those people that like can't go to sleep at night if something's not, if I have a problem that needed to be solved and it doesn't get solved, I can't sleep. All right, that's good enough. I'm leaving it. I'm not touching it anymore. The shape of his head is better, so we will carry on. Okay. So, tearing up the plate. All right, let's work on that. Let's work on this. Let's keep going. So, I was doing, I want to take some Cassel Earth, no, Dark Flesh. Take a deep breath. Dark Flesh, and try and blend this a little bit. Just blend it into the rest of the head. That probably gets some black. Is this black? No. It's not. Pick a black, any black. That's here. Okay, then we sepia just to soften that a little bit. And brown ochre 50%. I want that out here. Trying to kind of soften together all of these. Okay. Back to sepia. Actually needs to be darker. And I'm going to put some white up in here. That looks wrong to me. It just looks wrong. It looks too wide. But look, it's not, but it looks it. Okay. But you know what, when I sit back a little bit, it looks better. I think sometimes you just get too up close to stuff. You need to sit back, squint your eyes, and everything gets better. Okay, I'm gonna do some brown ochre in here. And more sepia. I don't like that line right there. I know it seems so tiny, but it just is standing out to me like now I can't find my eraser. Seriously, not the electric, just my little one. Where's my little eraser? You guys, I just want to cry. Not really cry, but you know what I mean? Like, how is that even? Oh, okay. Let's just see if we can't. Yay! Okay, that was all it needed, just that little bit. Okay, I need some more color in here. And some more, what color do I want to use there? Sepia? I wonder if I used sepia 50%. let's use regular sepia in here. Okay, that doesn't feel too bad. Not too bad at all. So that's good. We'll get those hairs done. So let's work the ear, and then I'll know if I want to make any changes right there. So I think I want Prisma. Where is, there we go. So I don't know. Let's get the dark with the sepia in here. We're going to get this. I did not come this far to screw it up now. Okay, so this actually, it's kind of some gray right there. We'll just put a little bit in. I might need to add some black to this. We'll see. It doesn't quite look dark enough, you know, brown enough, like, or maybe we need some French gray, some dark French gray there, maybe. All right, so this is kind of the hard part for me because this is really, really, really out of focus and blurry. Really, really. Okay, this is all much darker. Let's use the black, but I think I'm going to use my Schpirerr Farben black. Let's get this darker. I'm not ready to put the darker color in there yet. I need to try and achieve some softness there first. So let's do brown ochre. I guess that's just straight brown ochre. I don't know if that's probably not the right color. I need some, well, the first thing I need to do is erase this line. And then I think I need some grays of some kind, some French grays. And the ones in Prismacolor are always such a nice, they're like brown. They're like a brown gray, which I think is what I want. Okay, so Prismacolor, French grays. 70% French. Do I have that out already? I do. Where is it? Do I? It's not in my case. losing my mind, you guys. I'm seriously like, what the heck? Don't know where my stuff is. Those are all Luminance. I just might be missing it. I might not have it out. It might be somewhere where I don't. Okay, so okay, I gotta find my pencil. So yeah. So what do you do when you're filming and you can't find the pencil that you want? You grab another one. All right, 70% French gray is what I have here. What to do? This is, no, that's not what I want either. What do I want here? Let's do 30%. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. We'll find it. We'll get there eventually. Luminance Sepia, 50%. Let's try that. And then we'll come in and darken where we need to darken. And then we'll start coming out here a little bit. French gray, 10%. Kind of softens everything as you go, so that's kind of good. I like that. Let's do some. The ochres are going to be too golden. I want Cassel Earth or dark flesh. Let's do dark flesh. And then we'll mix that with some French gray. Careful. Pay attention to what I'm doing. Black. Okay. French gray, 70%. dark, 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 dark sepia. All right, let's try French Gray 20% in the Prismas. All right, let's try brown ochre. And let's bring this up a little bit. This is the black. I'm thinking of blending. Get a nice soft, yeah, let's, don't want to go onto that, onto those oil pastels too much, because I think it'll scrape that right off. Do some more black, and I'm thinking just like right here. Yeah. And we could put a few darker bits in there. That's getting better. That feels pretty good. It actually looks pretty good. So I would like to see it its entirety. Yeah, that feels pretty good. I like it. The ear does look flipped, which we wanted. So I just want to try and work this just a wee bit more. I think it needs brown. So I either use sepia or dark flesh, or maybe the compromise is that Cassel Earth in between. Let's try that. So I want to get this all soft and fluffy, but still make sure that I'm covering up any parts that are white, you know. I want to make sure that I'm overlaying on top of the oil pastels, because we don't want a halo effect. The pencils definitely work better when you give the oil pastels a little bit of time to cure, because it definitely moves if you try doing this too quickly after you've laid it down, which is what I did. But it's not bad. It's going to be okay. All right. So that being said, I did say that I wanted to make this darker down here as well. I kind of want the light to stay maybe, you know, up above. But if I add that now, I'm afraid I will not be able to put my pencil over the top the way I want. So let's think about this for a minute. I am going to be working in here. I may be able to get away with not working over here. What have we got? We've got about a half an hour left to go. So I'm not going to take the time to put that in yet. Oh, I guess if you guys want to watch me put it in, I probably need to put it in. All right, let's put it in. And then we'll work. We've only got about half an hour in this video left, so we'll work more like right there under the chin. So I might even want to do some black over here. We'll see. I'm going to move this since you don't need to see that other stuff. So we're going to go darker in here. That's the dark gray. This is the gray. That's probably far enough. We'll let that Since I've already done that hair, I don't really want to go any darker there. I want to mix some of this in here. And I actually do want, I think, to do black. I'm not really worried. I'm okay with putting it in right now because we're not having to, I won't have to go anywhere near it. So I think it's okay to just go ahead and go big. I'm going to add some black. We'll start there. I am going to put my little thingy there because it's going to help keep my paper from moving too much while I do this. My Q-tip is, it's not staying tight. I kind of want it to stay tight. But it's getting all smushy and fluffy. What I want is for it to, yeah, I don't like how it's all loose like that. I'm gonna try change sides and see if this side stays together a little bit better. The camera's not shaking too much. Okay, a little bit more gray. Okay, I think that that's fine to work with for now. It's a little, there we go. That'll give that a chance to cure before I start working the hair over there. So in the meantime, while we still have a little bit of time yet, maybe we'll work right in here. What do you think? I'm liking that. I think that's going to look really nice. All right, let's do... do this right here. Okay, so we need... I don't have that many pencils out, to be honest, but for some reason I just cannot find my pencils. All right, so this is French Gray 70%. And it's going to go as the darkest shadow under here, I think. Yeah, see, I know I had it out because I used it here. So who knows? Who knows what happened to it? So I'm going to go ahead and put some of that in here. All right, I am going to actually use some of these lines to ensure that I have some areas that stay nice and kind of a little bit brighter in the white. The Prisma white will go over this quite well, I think, but I still want to keep some of them a little bit cleaner, I think. I know I'm casting shadows, I'm sorry. This is going to be interesting to see how this turns out. Because we have some, I think I'm going to put the, I think I'm going to use the French Gray 10%. And put some of these lines in here. That's nice because you can see it. I'm going to have to erase these though because I don't want that showing through. Okay, so this kind of comes up here. Is that a pencil mark? Of course I made that with, there we go. So there's that. Now we'll take our French gray 70%. Do we want one that dark? Should have a French gray 50%. Of course, I don't know where it is. Got my warm, my cool. I know I had them. I know I had them earlier. It's very bizarre. Truly. Okay, so I just happen to have my backup stash. Loud noise sharpener. All right, French gray, 50%. Let's go. Yeah, that's better. You know, it's been so long since I've used my Prismas. And it's like you get them, I get them back in my hand again, and I think, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Why did I ever put you down? There's just something about the way that they blend together, lay on top of each other. And they work great for fur. I'm not sure why people say that they don't like it for fur. I think they work great for fur because they give you that really soft, fluffy look. So I just won't use them for, you know, there's going to be a lot of colors that I won't be able to use because they're not light fast. But all the earth tones that I would be using for animal portraits are. So these are going back in my repertoire. I miss them. Shorten some of these. Those I think we'll use something different. I don't want to get too close to the, I think we'll mix some cool gray in with this. The grays all mix really nicely together, and it gives you some more neutral kind of grays. Which is good. Each color kind of helps to tone down the other color a little bit. gonna want a little bit darker. So I think I'll pull the French gray 90%. Don't drop the Prismas. All right, I want to put some shadow marks. Yeah. Let's just add some more texture instead. So some more fluff, hair fluff, but coming down from what we did before. So that it gets, yeah, it got fluffier that way. That's good. Okay, let's soften that edge. And actually, I think, loud noise coming. I think this all needs to be darker too. Try and preserve those fluffy white hairs that we got in there already. Okay, I'm actually quite pleased with the way this looks. I want this to be darker, so we'll start with the 70. We can always go darker if we need to. I think we're gonna need to, so let's do 90. That looks pretty good. Something here's a little off. Not sure what. Might just need a little bit of little softness. I feel pretty good about that. This is going to be sort of challenging, I think. I want to blend this a little bit more. So I'm not going to start on that for a little bit. We'll do that next time. Okay, this feels pretty good to me. I'm going to pull back a little bit. That is where we're at so far. So that will have a day to cure. And I'm hoping, crossing my fingers, that we'll get the rest of this done in one video. Because this bit here, I mean, that's just really soft and fuzzy. So I don't think that that's going to be too difficult. I think that'll go pretty quick. So, alrighty then. Thankfully, we had no camera snafus, so yay. That'll be it for now, and I will probably be able to refrain from wanting to work on this some more today. I'll work on it some more tomorrow. So. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget about my Facebook group. You can join. It is Art by Karen Valentine YouTube on Facebook. I will try and remember to put a link to it in the description box below. And you can post the pics that you work on, your art, and ask any questions. If you have questions, if I can help in any way, I am more than happy to help you. So that is all. Until I see you guys next time, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Love you. Bye.